All right, I'm so excited for today.
Oh, me too.
We have Javoris on. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so
Thank
first,
you for having me.
yes, thank you. Okay, first, I'm going to do some this or that quick questions so people can get to know you and just for fun. Okay, so first, Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Moonlight or sunshine?
Ooh, sunshine.
Healthy greens or fast food?
Oh, healthy greens.
Punk crazy or quiet night in?
Ooh, quiet night in.
And last one, thriller, horror movie, or comedy?
Comedy for sure.
Okay, fun. In my eyes, I see you as like this fashionista, stylist, designer, but then also a very knowledgeable health savant. And would you say that's accurate? Is that how you see yourself?
Honestly, no. But that's what I'm good at. So yes, it's like my alter ego. Like you have Bruce Wayne, then you have Batman. By day, I'm like the health savant. By night, I'm Batman.
And is the Batman part the fashionista part?
Yes.
Okay. So the health stuff, would you say it fell into your lap in a way?
Well, honestly, I used to weigh about 300 pounds. And I didn't grow up knowing anything about health. And so I started working at the turnip truck. And I was like, this is a completely different world. And so that's how I just started my health journey, turnip truck.
And did you learn from people at the turnip truck, or was it you just diving in, researching?
Yeah, so I learned so much from people at the turnip truck because most of the turnip truck crew is like Burning Man, a lot of festivals. It was a completely different world. I was like, what is this? This is so new. But they knew about herbs and they knew about vitamins and just so many different things that it was foreign to me. And so, yeah, they really taught me. And I read a lot of books, too. They had, like, a library at Turnip Truck, so I kind of went in the library and kind of peeked around and looked a little bit. Yeah.
Is this, like, in the back closets, or is this for anyone to read?
Yeah, you'll never see it on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah, because we work together, so I'm like, wait, I want to check this out. Okay, fun. And so you actually got me on some things because I've dealt with, like I told you, different things throughout my body, but lately I've been having acne and stuff, so you got me on... Is it Colloidal Silver, that spray?
Yes.
Which, do you want to talk about that at all? Because that was so fascinating. I was like, wait, you can put silver on your body? Which seems so obvious, right? But then it's felt really good on my skin.
Yeah. So colloidal silver goes all the way back to ancient Greece, ancient Egypt. Like I think I mentioned this before. The ancient Greeks used to put a silver coin in the water for the kings, so it could keep all the impurities and all of the germs out of the water so they could just store it for years. And so it's essentially a natural antibiotic, antiviral, anti-everything. And so they used to only be preserved for the kings. And then the bubonic plague came around. And you know where they say, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. So that comes from the bubonic plague when all the noble families were eating off silver spoons and they weren't really affected by the bubonic plague. And so that's where that term really comes from.
That is so fascinating.
And so now it's available for everyone.
Yeah. Just people like me using it on my face. I love it. And then, yeah, you got me on a few other things. And you also have this bag. Is it of supplements and things? Like, are we looking through it? Or what are we doing?
It's like a goodie bag right here. Yes. So, okay, we'll start with this right here.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so omega-3s.
So omega-3s, yes. Omega-3s, they are great for, I'll just give you some bullet points. They're great for heart health. But they're also great for antidepressant because of the EPAs and DHA in there. And so when you take omegas, they give you your brain good healthy fats, but also they give you those other benefits that are in omegas, which are the EPA and DHA, which prevents depression, anxiety, all that type of stuff.
Whoa. Okay, so I actually took omega-3s, I think starting a few months ago, and it was because of that brain doctor, Daniel Amen.
I haven't heard of him. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you need to look him up.
Okay, I will.
He's got like some interesting interviews with celebrities and stuff. But I was just feeling also the intuitive urge to take it. And weirdly enough, coincidentally, the voices in my head have started to go away slowly but surely, and all just like the anxiety and thoughts in my head. So I feel like there's something with both actually helping your brain and what's going on, but then like the energetic cause of the chaos too comes with it.
The EPAs are working.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so I pull out the next thing.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. I love talking about mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Oh, yeah, because you got me on one that deflects radiation or something.
Yes, agarikon.
Okay, yeah.
And so I'm also a certified mycelium wellness consultant by Paul Stamets.
What? Did you do a retreat or where?
Yeah, so we did it in Asheville, North Carolina with the entire Fungi Perfecti team.
Okay, so you met a lot of cool people.
Yes, and I learned a lot about mushrooms. So you may have to fact check this, but mushrooms have about, and this percentage changes the more we know based off new studies. So mushrooms have about a 60 to 75% DNA match with human DNA. Oh, that's another podcast.
Yeah, wait. It makes me want to know a lot more.
So in this formula right here, there is chaga, reishi, and cordyceps.
Here, you hold it.
So chaga is like the anti-cancer mushroom. So this one, if you have any family members that may have cancer, if you have anything to do with DNA manipulation, chaga is going to be the one you want to go with. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a performance athlete and you don't want to do caffeine, because I know a lot of people are stopping caffeine right now, you could take cordyceps, and cordyceps is like a lung tonic that essentially revitalizes your lungs. And so if you have COVID and it kind of tweaks your lungs and it's not the same like I did, I had COVID, couldn't sing for like a year, and I'm a soprano.
Oh my gosh, that's tragic.
I'll say high tenor.
Okay.
High tenor.
In reality.
Yeah, exactly. And so cordyceps really helped get my lungs back to where I could still hit those high notes. It was a game changer. I thought I couldn't sing, and that was hell for me. I was like, that's my therapy.
Yeah.
All right. And so then we also have reishi, and reishi is the mushroom of immortality.
So, okay, how does a person decide which mushroom to take? Because you're convincing me to just take everything. And that's what I always struggle with supplements. I'm like, I want to be a bionic human and just upgrade everything. But you have to choose, because I can't take 50 pills a day, right?
So it's really based off your lifestyle. So if you're an athlete and your world revolves around sports, I would say cordyceps. Now, if you just want overall health, reishi, because reishi just resets everything. If you had a long night, a long weekend, reishi.
Okay, noted.
And then chaga, that's more for reparative. So I would say more for cancer patients, essentially, because of the DNA repair.
Yeah. And did they go over magic mushrooms too, or is this mostly just medicinal mushrooms?
Now, they do work with, they're finding new magic mushrooms every day. Paul Stamets is into all things mycelium and all things mushrooms. So they find some magic mushrooms as well. Mm-hmm. Those are other studies.
Yeah. And I don't know if we want to talk about this, but do you recommend them? Because I've had a lot of experience with it. But I also found I got to a point where I think I was doing it too much, and my body almost had this feeling that the mushrooms were telling me to stop.
Mm-hmm. They will though.
Yeah, because they're so smart.
This is a great question. Okay, so Paul Stamets actually talked about how to take medicinal mushrooms.
Oh, yeah?
So what you do, you can go on Google. I don't know the exact dosage, but you take lion's mane mushroom. That's another mushroom. Mm-hmm. So speaking about psychedelic mushrooms, when you take psychedelic mushrooms, you want to give them assistance so you don't have a bad trip. So because a lot of the people at Turnip Truck, I learned this from Turnip Truck too, actually before Paul Stamets. When you take mushrooms, they're a sacrament. The Beatles went down to Mexico. Oh, okay. Now we're going down that road.
Okay,
so the Beatles,
here we go.
They went down to Mexico to meet a lady named Maria, and she had these specific strain of magic mushrooms that helped them really write most of their albums, and that's how they have the hits today.
What?
Mm-hmm. And so also, but when you take magic mushrooms for us, so they use them for that.
Yeah.
So when we take them, in order to not have a bad trip, we need to take lion's mane mushroom with it, because that helps regenerate your nerves, and niacin, a B vitamin. So when the mushrooms are traveling throughout your body, they have a smooth highway throughout the nervous system and throughout every system that they're traveling through and communicating with.
Okay, good to know. Because, I also had a mentor at the time who told me, Abby, you probably want some kind of guide or shaman to hold the space for you, too, if you take it. Because sometimes you almost lose control of reality or non-reality, especially if you're, I don't know, into that world or not, switching back and forth. So I feel like both having a physical and energetic guide or help with the magic mushrooms is smart.
Super smart. Mm-hmm. And also you can do it yourself too. I'll tell you how you do it yourself.
How?
So before you do mushrooms, just make sure you cleanse your body out. So I would do like a week cleanse. A lot of people that were going to do plant medicine mushrooms at Turnip Truck, I help them with that as well.
Oh, yeah.
They just cleanse their body out, because this is your temple. So everything you put in your body especially with mushrooms, they'll communicate with whatever is in your body. Mm-hmm. So always do like a week cleanse before, like just fruits, vegetables, juices. Basically, I don't have time to prepare all that stuff, so E-Rose is my best friend.
I'm getting just all the prepared drinks and smoothies and things.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Smart. They're so good. Okay, so noted. So maybe next product?
Oh, now, okay, building on top of what we were just talking about. Okay.
Okay, here, you hold it again.
Okay. So these mushrooms right here, this is just coffee. So if you want a microdose, and well, okay, a lot of people microdose and they get that sluggish feeling and they kind of get lost.
Maybe not grounded.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So take this mushroom right here and it has lion's mane and coffee. It's coffee and lion's mane. So those are just two things to kind of keep you upbeat and going throughout the day, make people feel normal, essentially.
So they work together as a powerhouse. All right.
And they smooth out that bad trip or that come up feeling when the mushroom, because okay, when I take mushrooms, it comes up through my spine and I can feel it. It comes up right here, and just like this pressure, almost like it's communicating with my brain. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to trip.
Yeah.
And I feel it, and so I'll take something like lion's mane or reishi or just a ton of niacin to kind of help it flush through. But this is what you take when you're microdosing, and you want to still seem energized and upbeat.
All right.
Oh, stress decompress. Oh, you're pulling out all the mushrooms. These are calling your name.
Okay, seriously. Something kind of energetic correlation.
Okay, so now this one is for like if you have a high stress job, like I say this is for like the people that are on executive levels.
Oh.
And they're tired of taking like medications like Xanax and things like that. This is what I would suggest, mainly because it has lion's mane in there, which helps regrow your nerves. I didn't mention that. So if your nervous system is fried, just take this and it'll help reset your nervous system and you'll get new nerves. And this has skullcap in it. So skullcap, I call that like brain conditioning for the mind. It just smooths everything out.
Really?
So if you're stressed and you take skullcap, they use it in China. You just relax.
Do you want to take a nap after?
Yeah, you want to take a nap. You want to go to the spa. You just want to kick back and relax. So this just knocks the edge off.
Yeah.
And then it also has lemon balm and ashwagandha, which are just other great adaptogenic herbs to kind of help keep you energized and calm.
And would you say it's even helpful to take this once or twice? And then what I like to do with drugs sometimes is harness that energy of when I was on it. And when I'm sober, try to take back that energy and be like, okay, without taking this drug, I want to feel like this, because it teaches you. They're teachers, aren't they?
Yes, and that's what I take away from the drugs. Honestly, that's what I take away from it. We have to get into that. Talk about my drug journey.
Yeah. Is there time for that right now?
To make a long story short, I started using really hard drugs, and that's how I found like mushrooms and things like this. And I went through a lot. Essentially, I went to the demonic realm.
Oh yeah.
From doing all the hard drugs.
I've gone there.
I
can relate.
And it's interesting. I'm a double Scorpio. If you like astrology, I'm a double Scorpio.
So you love darkness.
Oh, I love it. Because it teaches me so many things that you can learn every day.
Yes. So then question, do you fear the devil or do you believe the devil is real? Or is it just darkness and shadows and something people fear and personify?
That's a good question. And I'm always searching for that answer. But based off what I've experienced, there is, I wouldn't say a devil, but I would say there's a malevolence and a benevolence. And those energies, they actually dance with each other. Kind of like you have Zeus and you have Hades. They have to coexist, and they each have their purpose.
Like the yin-yang symbol even.
Yeah. So I think there is like a malevolent force. Yeah.
And so how do you view the darkness after this experience with drugs and going into the demonic realms?
Darkness, now that's something I don't like playing with darkness. I love learning about it, but it's so intoxicating. And so I try not to play with it too much, but I do like learning about it just in case I have to encounter it. And working with the public, you do encounter it a lot. A lot.
Yeah. And even with health, I think, because I feel like a lot of health issues are caused by the darkness. Would you say?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So like foods, GMOs and things like that, they all alter the body, and the body keeps you tethered to this physical realm. And so when you do all those other kind of chemicals and drugs, I mean, it alters your spirit.
And I was asking a bunch of people the other week on their view of the devil and darkness and stuff. And somebody made the good point of just saying you need to know when to say no. Like you said, it's fun exploring it. It can be really healthy because it can overcome fears or make you just a more well-rounded person or more relatable human. But knowing when to, say, okay, I've had enough. Let's go take it back a bit.
Yeah, I know it's so enticing. Like I said, it's so enticing. But yeah, you got to know when to cut it off. But yeah, I think after a while, we learn our limits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Should we go the next one in there?
Oh, more mushrooms.
Really? How many mushrooms did you put in here? Did I pick them all?
Yeah, you picked all the mushrooms. They're calling your name. I mean, they have a mind of their own. That's what they say in the mushroom world. Oh,
collagen.
Oh,
I just started taking a collagen protein powder thing.
How do you feel?
Good. I've just been nervous about protein powders because sometimes I feel like they're chalky in my stomach. So I have to be careful about which ones I take. And I try to pair them with a protein like yogurt or something like that. But talk about it more if you know.
Okay, so collagen, gram for gram, is stronger than steel.
What? Really?
Gram for gram, yes.
Okay.
Collagen is what holds the skin together. It's what keeps our skin tight. So as we age, the collagen is the protein within the skin that holds it together. So as we age, we just start to lose it slowly. So that's why it's good to take a collagen capsule or any kind of collagen supplement, because it just really keeps us together. Mm-hmm. Or if you have like any joint issues, take some collagen. If the hair and nails aren't growing as fast as we want, collagen. I mean, collagen is great for everything. And it also keeps our nerves and our arteries together. So, essentially, it keeps all that together.
Mm-hmm. So is it good or helpful paired with a protein powder, would you say? Or is that too much?
No, it's really good paired with a protein powder. And actually, that's what most companies are starting to do, pair collagen with protein. Mm-hmm. For instance, like Ancient Nutrition, that's a fantastic company that pairs protein and collagen together. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. And do you know of any good foods that have collagen naturally?
Bone broth. Oh my God, bone broth is amazing. Any kind of bone broth is just chocked full of collagen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've taken that before, but...
Oh, this one right here, turkey tail. This is another mushroom, but this is fantastic. So the reason why this company was started right here, Host Defense, is because Paul Stamets' mom had breast cancer. And so he searched all the mushrooms, like what would help my mom with breast cancer? And it was turkey tail mushroom. She took a ton of this and all her breast cancer literally just disintegrated. And he was like, wow, these mushrooms have so much purpose. I need to share this with the world. And so this is what started that company, Turkey Tail Mushroom, because it's a natural prebiotic as well. So everyone takes probiotics. This is a good segue. So everyone takes probiotics.
FYI.
Yes. So everyone takes probiotics, but we also need prebiotics so we don't just bloat up. Because some of our guts are just not equipped to handle probiotics immediately. Sometimes we need food for the probiotics, which is prebiotics or turkey tail mushroom.
So many people deal with gut issues, myself included. So can you walk through some gut issue things? Because you have me on something that's helping to repair the lining of my gut right now, which is with L-glutamine, which at first I thought you were talking about glutathione. I got confused between the two, but now I know the difference. Yes. But glutathione is an antioxidant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And amino acid. Yes.
Okay.
But it can act as an antioxidant as well.
Okay. So then glutamine helps repair the gut lining.
Yes. So glutamine is just that amino acid that it kind of works like collagen, where it just seals up any holes in the body. And it acts as that essentially. But L-glutamine, that's what I really know it for, of sealing up the gut. But that's the main purpose, though. Just seals up the gut.
Okay. So then going back to the prebiotics and probiotics. So the prebiotics, what do they do exactly? Do they prepare the gut for food?
No, honestly, it just acts as food for the probiotic, because probiotics are living organisms. They're just micro little organisms. And in order for them to thrive, they need to eat something. So they stay energized while they're working in the gut, clearing things up. So you take the prebiotic and they eat that and keep cleaning up. Okay. So the prebiotic is like the probiotic's lunch break.
That's hilarious. So then, do you believe in parasites, or like I don't know if that's the right word?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And parasites, now parasites, that's an interesting topic because there's this text called the Essenes of Jesus. And they talk about how when he's casting out demons, it's actually parasites.
That's interesting. I felt like I've been dealing with some demons and parasites lately, so that checks out.
Yeah, and honestly, the reason why they say that is because parasites can I mean, so many types of parasites, but the main ones can attach to your neural network. And like a hookworm is a great example. Like the hookworm is very common here in the South. That's why they say people. That's why the old saying was people in the South were kind of slow because the hookworms literally connect to your neural network and lower your IQ.
Interesting.
So they're feeding off of something in your brain. But parasites, that's how they act. They kind of act like demons. They can essentially possess you. Essentially, so it's kind of metaphorical.
So there's different herbs and things that can usually clear them out, right?
Yes.
Or is it tough?
Well, it is kind of tough clearing out parasites, but you can do it easily. So just if you get some wormwood, some what else?
Like cloves at all?
Cloves is another great one. Now, each one of those herbs kill different stages of parasites. So the wormwood normally kills the adults.
The big guys, the big guns.
Yeah. And then the teenagers are normally the cloves. And then for the eggs, you can use something like a black walnut seed. And if you have a tapeworm, I've heard this, but I have not tried this. You can take a ton of CoQ10 and that will kill a tapeworm.
Okay. Oh, there's other different uses for CoQ10, right? What are they?
Yeah, so for your heart, if you take a pre-workout, like a strong pre-workout, you definitely want to take CoQ10. So your heart, when it's beating, it pumps all the blood through properly. It keeps your heart functioning properly, essentially.
So you don't feel like you're about to have a heart attack almost?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. And is there something else I should pull out?
By Himalaya, or like the company says, Himalaya. This is an Indian company. And I like this company mainly because it gives back to its farmers. So in India, they have this system of where you're either rich or poor. There's no in between. But the farmers are kind of in between because they offer so much value. So this company gives everything, the company Himalaya gives everything back to the farmers. But this product in particular, if you're drinking and don't want a hangover, just pop one of these while you're drinking and you'll wake up fine.
It battles all of it.
Yeah, this I can't keep this on the shelf right here. This is and it's a gummy too, so you can just pop it and go.
So easy.
Yeah. And this is all for you.
Oh my gosh. Do you drink, by the way?
I do occasionally. See, when I was younger, I could drink so much, but now that I'm older, I just go to sleep. It hits me different. I go straight to sleep. I'll have one glass and I'm just like out.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped. Because I stopped a few years ago for reasons of like I was just not in a good place in life and I knew I needed to stop. And it started to affect me differently. Where, I would get almost like blackout drunk after 2 drinks. And I could take a lot of drinks at that time. So I was weirded out and like, alcohol is not the same right now. I need to be careful. But now, after taking a break and coming in and out of it, when I do it now, I just usually have 1 drink max, if that.
Yeah, that's my limit.
Yeah.
That's my limit too. Yeah.
I'm like, I'll feel great and buzzed off 1 drink, and then I'm done because it'll make me tired after if I.
Exactly. And I can be social and do anything. And that's the whole point. I want to go out and have fun.
I know, right? Do you do anything else to go out and have a fun night then to get you energized even?
Yeah. So my friend just actually got me on this drink called Nowadays, and it's purely THC, but it comes in like an alcohol bottle. So if you saw it, you would just think it's alcohol, but it's purely THC. It's called Nowadays, and you drink that and you just feel so elevated. You feel like you've had like a shot of tequila, except it's like you're drunk, but it's like an elevated drunk. If that makes sense.
Where you don't feel kind of loopy and.
Yeah.
Groggy almost.
I won't lose my wallet.
Yeah. I'm gonna come home with all my monies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so many instances of that. And so anything else that comes to mind with health? Like so your blood and how it moves throughout your body, are there things that can help even like your arteries or with, cholesterol, things like that?
Yeah. Now for blood related things I would do, honestly, I would just keep doing collagen for blood pressure and cholesterol because it seals the arteries up, and if they're clogged, it'll help move those impurities through the arteries. So collagen really helps fortify those arteries. And also, you could use things like cinnamon, but Ceylon cinnamon.
What is Ceylon cinnamon?
It's a specific strain of cinnamon. There's lots of different types of cinnamon, but cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon in particular, that is the one that really helps with blood pressure and cholesterol and anything related to that.
So, for example, my dad has cholesterol problems, but he's trying to learn more because the doctors have said, there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, but then other more medicinal function or what do you call it? Holistic health doctors will say sometimes the bad cholesterol they talk about is actually good or in some doses. Do you know much about cholesterol?
No, honestly, no. I haven't reached that point in my life yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's for like 10 years, so never mind. I also heard this person the other day say, if you take a lot of magnesium, it flushes out some things in your gut. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Like someone said
there's so many types of magnesium.
Okay,
yeah, there's
okay.
a lot of them.
Because someone was doing a surplus of eating, and they just had a lot of food in their stomach, they felt like. And so the magnesium was kind of flushing the excess out.
Oh, yeah, it will. Yeah, like magnesium citrate in particular, that's the one that really helps push everything out because essentially it just lubricates the gut. And so everything just like slips and slides and it just comes out.
That's hilarious. Like a, what do you call those? A fiber, like a flaxseed.
Yeah, it works sort of like that. Yeah.
It's so wild. I feel like there's so many things where you can use it for all different types.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I love holistic health. I mean, the human body, honestly, it's like never ending content. It's so much.
You could always learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, side note, we have 2 minutes left. Do you want to talk about anything in particular?
Oh my gosh. No, go for it. What questions do you have for me? Yeah.
Can I ask more about fashion?
Yes.
Has health influenced your fashion?
Oh my gosh, yes. So before I couldn't go into a department store because I used to be about 300 pounds. My waist was about a 48 and I couldn't buy anything in the store. And so once I took control over my health, oh my God, fashion was just like a dream. I could wear anything. I could like express myself in so many different ways. And I just felt free. I didn't feel trapped in my body. I felt like I could fully express how I was feeling for the day, what I'm thinking about. If I don't want to say something, I can just put it in my clothes and kind of get the tone.
Because do you have different outfits or personas you express through your clothes?
Yeah, this girl at Whole Foods, when I worked there, she was like, you have a different personality every day. I said, honey, it's not a different personality. It's just a different outfit.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's how I feel too. I'm sometimes like this dark, crabby, edgy Abby. And then sometimes I'm like sweet, little, innocent, colorful Abby.
Yeah.
And all the versions in between.
Exactly. We're like the rainbow. We have different colors.
Yeah.
We got to express them all.
I think it's so healthy to do that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I've learned so much.
Yes.
So excited.
Oh, this has been great. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.